Alright, it says here today, Germany to cut $400,000 auto jobs in the next decade as car production crashes. It says the start of approximately 400,000 job losses in Germany as the automotive industry is already underway in automotive shifts towards electric vehicles. Germany's workforce to contract 1% over the next 10 years. Such names as Audi, Mercedes, BMW, Volkswagen, Porsche transition to electric car cells. The shift of combustion engine to electric will result in a factor of may lead to job losses merely to cover the narrative of German press, likely created by the government to shield public views of collapsing production in the country. I'll scroll down a little bit here. There's a chart here. It says the German government expects car makers to produce 10 million electric vehicles by 2030, which the addition of automation and artificial intelligence factors in. The need for humans will continue to wane and displace even more. In the automotive industry, which supports 800,000 jobs and indirectly supports 3 million more, and a joint responsibility for industrial trade unions will have negative effects on the labor market. All right, the next one, right here, it says half of all U.S. restaurants are struggling with rising labor costs. In 1 year since New York implemented the mandatory $15 an hour minimum wage, businesses have been struggling with increased labor costs. Fox News reporting they're cutting their staff, they're cutting their hours, and they're shutting down. The reports have seen an uptick in small business closures in the past 6 to 9 months. It's not just the rent. And it says here the Chamber's Department has showed an increase in small businesses. Employers and customers cannot afford to pay more to compensate. It's most likely a whirlwind to keep up to get it out. Nearly 50% of the respondents of the Hospitality Alliance survey says they would have to eliminate jobs in 2019 to make do. It's not just in New York, however, suffering as a result of labor costs. Nearly half of 48% U.S. restaurants are finding that rising labor costs have become There it is. Has become a major challenge for restaurant operators. With historical low employment, restaurants are having trouble attracting and retaining quality labor. Low employment means job applicants tend to have the upper hand, and it comes to setting certain wage and setting better pay elsewhere. All right, the next one we're going to hit right here. It says shopping mall vacancies hit a 2-decade high. Shopping malls across the country are under severe financial duress, and vacancy rates hitting 2 decades high in 2019 by the Financial Times. It says U.S. retailers announced 9,300 store closings in 2019. That's what I talked about last week. And it says the retail apocalypse as a massacre of malls are far from over. The mall operator saw a surge of closures around Christmas. Relatively stable consumers has been leveraging up by the use of credit cards. It says senior economists, one notable trend in 2019 holiday sales was a shift in spending habits from brick and mortar to online. Here you go, there's your chart. So basically, that's going to give you the update of what's going on here. That's going to be it for today, and you guys have a good day. We covered shopping malls hitting two-decade high. We covered half of restaurants are struggling with rising labor costs. All these people wanting $15 an hour minimum wage, they get it, and then this is what happens. The companies start going out of business and laying people off. And then we covered this, which was 400,000 jobs in the next decade. So that means by 2030, nearly 500,000 people are going to be out of a job from big companies called Audi, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Volkswagen, and Porsche. Well, that's it for today. I hope you guys learned something, and I'll have the links below. You guys have a good day. Peace out.